Welcome back, teachers and students. I'm Nick Arango.
And I'm Teneli Ponce.
Today is Friday, October 6th.
And Mass TV starts now.
What's up, Mass TV? Let's get this intro started.
Oh, all right. Hey, yo!
Along with all the responsibilities that come with being a high school senior also comes years of experience. As the first graduating class here at Miami Art Studio continues to learn and grow throughout the school year, we asked them to look back and reflect on their past 4 years in high school and ask them what they would have done differently knowing what they do now.
High school is a time of finding yourself and your individuality. Throughout these 4 years, we learn from our mistakes and overcome all sorts of obstacles. Though we learn from those mistakes, there's still some advice we wish we could impart on our past selves. As a way to help the underclassmen, we asked a few seniors to share some advice they wish they would have known as ninth graders.
Some advice that I would give myself is not to stress over things that I couldn't control. It's just going to happen anyways and just let it be. And also to find goals and then work for them so I could have a better life in the future.
One thing I would say to my ninth grade self is to never procrastinate and do your work on time.
A piece of advice I would give my ninth grade self would be to definitely get more involved. I mean, you're starting off ninth grade, and then if you're not involved, then you don't really get to make up that time back. And when I say involved, I'm talking about clubs. I mean, as a ninth grader, I wasn't in many clubs, and guess what? Once you get to 10th, 11th, 12th grade, you can't really go back and do that. I'm also referring to community service hours. Get involved with your community, do more hours. I mean, it all leads up to your college application. Applying for scholarships. A lot of scholarships require you to have a decent amount of hours, so piece of advice would be to get involved.
Take advantage of what you have in high school, and especially ninth grade, and just take advantage of whatever you can, and prepare yourself for the future ahead of you.
If there's anything I could tell my younger self, it would be that all the hard work would be worth it 4 years later, and I don't know, that it's okay to be outspoken, it's okay to be loud, and that I shouldn't be so scared of, I don't know, like doing what I want to do and saying what I want to say.
I would tell my ninth grade self to not lose contact with friends, like hold on to the friends you have now. Try new things sooner, don't wait so long to experiment and stuff like that. Don't stress the little stuff, because in 4 years it won't matter. So just don't care. Care about school more, but don't care about like what's going on with your friends, drama, that sort of stuff. Because in the big picture, you're not gonna remember anything.
Whether it be academic or personal advice, the seniors have a great amount to share with the underclassmen to make their high school experience more enjoyable. This has been Annabelle Caceres.
As the deadline for turning community service hours approaches, opportunities are flying by. However, some students are thinking outside the box and creating their own.
One of the graduation requirements statewide is for each senior to accumulate a total of 75 community service hours. Here at Mass, students are expected to go above and beyond and accumulate over 100 hours with the creation of a community service project. This segment will help kids find places to do their hours and also help them with their creation of their project. Hi, my name is Jackie Cardente, and you're watching the very first episode of Community Corner. One of our previous students, Jasmine Needle, went outside of the box and created her own organization. A Sweet Chance is dedicated to giving the typical luxuries to those who are less fortunate. Created by those who understand the struggles of being a foster kid, they help give them a sense of normality.
The background to the way that everything started was
When I was taking my 15th pictures, I had spoken to my mom about it, and I told her how I never even knew what a quinceañera was.
One of the biggest obstacles is I didn't know where to begin, but then I reached out to two people. I reached out to Idania Limes at Family Resource Center, and my really good friend Fabi, which is a board member for CHS. And I think talking to them it really simplified everything for me.
I told her that not only do I need to experience this, but I believe that many girls should experience this as well. They don't really know what a photo shoot is. They don't even get that special moment, that special day that I felt. So I thought it was very important that they also got to experience it.
I was volunteering with the makeup and touch-ups of most of the girls. I agree with a lot of the things that they're doing, like helping a lot of girls that don't have the same opportunities that we do here at Mass or in our community.
This small project quickly transformed with the help of the media. Radio shows, newspapers, and television networks jumped on board and expanded its horizons.
My reaction to the way how big this organization got was actually very surprising to me. We started off with something so small and it turned into something extremely big. We got calls from iHeartRadio, Enrique Santos. He wanted to interview my mom and I. And then he sponsored a huge party for the girls after the photo shoot. And Telemundo came and started interviewing my mom and then took video of the entire party, which turned into the newspaper, magazines. VIP Miami also wants to interview it.
The outcome, I was so impressed about how everything came together. A lot of fear, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, but it came out so nicely. I thought we built an incredible team of photographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, volunteers. It was an incredible sight to see all these people unite together for one big cause, and it came out really, really nice. I couldn't have been more impressed.
Taking information from this successful project, we hope that each student will step up to the plate and give their best back. If you are interested in volunteering with a Sweet Chance, you can email them sweetchance16@gmail.com. That's all for this segment. Thank you for watching. My name is Jackie Cardente, signing off.
Although it is only October and it seems like the school year has just begun, seniors here at Mass are already beginning to receive acceptance letters from universities. This week we spotlight the very first student in Mass history to be accepted into a college. That student is Delilah Garcia.
At Miami Art Studio, college is the end goal for on-world students. With that being said, it's a pretty big deal when one of our very own seniors, Delilah Garcia, has already been accepted into a prestigious college. She recently received a letter stating that she was accepted into the Savannah College of Art and Design, most commonly known to students as SCAD. She's already made history by being the first senior in the first senior class to be accepted into a major university. Let's go talk to Delilah and find out more about the application process and more.
Because I first did their summer program last summer. I was in the Rising Star program, and that's what got me into for sure thinking into applying to school. But I just sent in my application, which is consistent of my transcripts and my SAT and ACT scores, and what they ask you to fill out. Some things students can do to get into their dreams college is maybe visiting the school or doing a program at the school to know if they really like it. Also, do a portfolio. A portfolio really helps, not just to see what you can do, but also to get scholarship opportunities. At SCAD, I plan to study graphic design as my major, minor in business and animation.
As you can imagine, an accomplishment of this magnitude sparks pride in teachers who have followed their students' success since day one. Let's hear their thoughts on Delilah's phenomenal achievement.
Well, I'll be honest, Delilah, since the first day I met her, has always been a driven student. We've talked about this for years now, that, what she has to accomplish to get where she wants to in life. And she's the first one who's actually done it. Delilah is what I consider almost like a, not a social butterfly, but almost like a social misfit, if that makes sense, because she's so devoted, she will push her friends to the side to get her work done. And I don't mean you to use the word misfit as a negative, it's a positive for her, because she's so geared towards becoming successful, she lets nobody get in her way.
For anyone trying to get into their dream school, just remember to work hard and stay focused on your schoolwork while keeping your ultimate goal at arm's reach. For Moss TV, I'm Chris Carmona, signing out.
In 2014, the Miami Animal Rescue Organization partnered with PetSmart to help strays find a loving home. Megan Sakala, the sponsor of this organization and fond lover of animals, sense the need to minimize the mortality rate of animals in the Miami-Dade area. She has loved them all her life and is a strong advocate for the lives of these living creatures that we tend to call a man's best friend. A few students within Miami Art Studio have seen the value of fostering a pet for a week or even more, as it not only allows them the opportunity to collect substantial community service hours, but it also lets them do so in a way that is both fun and assists in acquiring key responsibilities.
Miami Animal Rescue is a 100% nonprofit, 100% no-kill rescue that focuses on small animals like dogs and cats. We also try to help other critters. So there will be cases that we're reaching out to squirrels and iguanas and hedgehogs and monkeys and a whole bunch of other little critters that need help. We are foster based, so without help from people like you, we would not be able to continue our mission. We need fosters, we need people who can host an animal for a minimum 1 week period and help us out figuring out vetting, photo shoot, grooming, transportation, everything that the pet needs before it gets adopted. So whoever is able to foster an animal, minimum 1 week period, please contact us as soon as possible to save more lives.
Despite that most people will jump at the opportunity to take care of a cute and cuddly pet for a week, it should not be ignored that this pet also entails a lot of responsibility.
Fostering animals from animal rescue is pretty interesting because you don't know the animal's habits, and most of these animals came from being in really bad conditions. So you have to be very soft with them and very gentle because they're very fragile, but it's a really good experience because you get to shelter that animal for as much as you can. The best thing students can do, honestly, is foster, adopt. There's an adopting center at PetSmart every Saturday, usually in the mornings, and honestly, foster. Especially kittens, like cats, they never get adopted, and they're the cutest things, and they're so tiny, and they never get adopted, so foster them as much as you can.
Fostering an animal is a lot of hard work and extremely time consuming, but at the end of the day, it is extremely rewarding, and especially for the animal to feel like it has a home at least for a week and not be stuck in a cage. I'm not gonna lie, I get extremely attached to the animal, and you might too. I did cry, but it is rewarding, so yeah, I would.
I usually foster puppies and big dogs because I do have 2 other dogs, but if it were up to me, I would love to foster cats and kittens. They do need a lot of maintenance, and you do constantly have to be taking care of them, but it really is a rewarding experience. Getting community service hours in now. Not only is this a great opportunity, it's an amazing experience to help a helpless animal have a home.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Remember to follow us on Instagram at @mass_news and subscribe to our channel down below for all future videos. And for Mass TV, I'm Nick Arango.
And I'm Tonani Ponce, signing out.